Hey, and welcome everybody to this webinar. It's Adrian here, speaking online, and I have an underground super affiliate who's generating over $66,000 a month using nothing but free traffic and only doing about 30 minutes of work a day. He's learned how to suck traffic from the biggest website on the planet, which he'll tell us about, and he's using nothing but his software. So today I think you're really going to learn something special here, something that's never been seen before. Today he's going to share with us a little bit about the business and what he's actually been doing. So Tom, are you there, man?
I'm here, and first of all, I just want to say, thanks a lot for having me. I also want to say thanks a lot to everyone who's come along too. I don't do many things like this or anything like this. I mean, I've never, quite frankly, spoken about the crazy way that I make my money. But I think what I'm going to be sharing with you today is going to be something that's really impressive, and I think, quite honestly, it's going to be one of the coolest things that you've ever seen. Okay, certainly when I first discovered it, I was totally blown away, and I understand that you've been pretty blown away with it as well.
Yeah, Tom. I started using it in my own business now, and the results I've seen just over the last 3 days have been pretty dang incredible. I think by the end of this webinar, what you have to show us will be pretty amazing stuff. I mean, it's pretty groundbreaking. So I'm very excited for you letting me share this with my listeners. And guys, for the people on the call, I had literally to twist this guy's arm to get him to agree to a webinar to show his system. This is extremely exciting stuff. So definitely listen up, close the door, take the phone off the hook, and make sure you have a pen and paper to make as many notes as you possibly can, because this is something that, quite frankly, is just mind-blowing.
Which is why you wanted to share it with your clients. I mean, this really is something new. So I think sticking around here will definitely be well worth it, and you're really going to learn something new. I'm going to be telling you all about my system. I'm going to show you exactly how I'm managing to make my money. I'm going to show you exactly how I'm managing to work less than 30 minutes a day, yet make over $66,000 a month. And all I do is I simply promote products on ClickBank, okay? But the secret to how I actually get that traffic is through the crazy way that I actually do that. But I'll be showing that off in a second. But to start things off, just on a quick note, I just want to show you some quick real proof. That's actually me right there. And then later on in the webinar, I'm going to be logging into a live account. So a couple of live accounts and showing you some money that's been coming in on the past week. I mean, I'm going to be showing you absolutely everything, absolutely my whole business. And of course, I'm going to be showing you the software tool too. But I think this is just a really cool way to start things off. So if we have a look, I just took a screenshot of Saturday's income, as you can see here, on one of my accounts. I've got 15 different ClickBank accounts for different niches, but you can see here on Saturday 21st, income coming in was $1,110.83. Friday was $1,000. This is my one of my best accounts, $1,068. Thursday was 1,552, and you can see some days are big days, some days are small days, and that really depends on the type of product that you're promoting off ClickBank. Like the week before that was $10,000, the week before that was $13,000 profit, the week before that was $12,000 profit, the week before that was $10,000 profit. So 10 plus 10 is 20 plus that's $45,000 profit right there, plus the current week, which is $1,100. So $46,000 just in this account right now. And later on, we'll be logging into some live accounts, and I'll be showing you some, some more campaigns and what I've been running. So this is pretty exciting stuff. So, I don't teach people how to make money online. Actually, I'm just going to go and list the things that I don't do, just so you can see, how unique this system really is. So I don't spend any money on traffic. These are the things I don't think you guys should do either. So take notes on this. Listen up, actually. This is really important. I'll just check, guys, just before I keep going. Can you guys hear me? Okay, brilliant. Got a flood of yeses. Wow, there's a lot of people on here. This is a pretty amazing event that you've put on for them. So I'm looking forward to this. Okay, so I I don't spend any money on traffic. You know, for me, I don't really see any point in, say, spending $30,000 on, you know, getting traffic only to make $36,000 back. You're only making a $6,000 profit. It just seems like too much of a risk. You know, and I don't do any Google AdWords. I don't do any pay-per-view. I don't do any CPA. I don't do any banner advertising. I don't do anything like that. I don't do any, you know, anything to do with the search engines. I don't do any SEO. Everybody knows that Google can be a real hassle to deal with sometimes. You know, one of my really good friends, he had a site ranked #1 for a great keyword, and you know, his entire livelihood was stolen when Google changed their algorithm. I think they call it the Google sandbox, and his site was gone forever. So plus, there's not going to be any SEO or backlinking or anything like that, just so you know. And there's, you know, none of the usual social media stuff either, Twitter and all that stuff. I tried all that stuff as well. Actually, you know, there's, I mean, this is a biggie actually. I don't even build a website to make my, you know, $60,000 a month. I haven't even built one website. Okay, there's this huge myth out there that you need to have a website to make money, to sell something. Well, you know, please, guys, for the listeners on this call, this is a big call. You know, burn this in your brain. You don't need to have, you know, a website to make money. Okay, this really is something very unique that I'm going to be sharing with you in just a second. Okay. You know, so, I mean, this is a pretty recent discovery. I've only been online for a very short time now. I'm 26 years old, which really proves that you don't need to have any technical expertise or anything like that. You can see a picture of me there. And, you know, I'm a pretty normal guy by all standards. I'm not homeless or any strange stories like that. I'm a pretty normal guy. I mean, I'm not going to spend ages about my story because I think you people have heard these stories before, and I don't really want to bore you. I just want to jump right in. And I think the best thing is to jump right in and teach you some really cool stuff about traffic generation and making money on ClickBank. But I will just give you the basics, okay? I'm going to give you the story of how I actually, or the moment that really flipped the switch for me, okay? That's the story I want to tell you because it's probably the most important one. When I first discovered making money online, I was actually living in London, and I was working on the tube, the London Underground tube. It's a typical job like most people would have. This job was actually a little bit worse than your typical job, actually. You know, you could say the hours were said to be 9 to 5, but what actually started to happen was I was working a good solid 12-hour shifts every day, day in, day out, down in the tunnels. And I was actually working on a project to clean out the London Underground. Are many of you from London? Just can I get a show of hands from who's from London? Okay, I was just saying, thank you for no street stories. Okay, well, yeah, so I was working on the London Underground, cleaning the tube and calling the tube project. I've actually got a picture of me just here. This is me at actually Pimlico Station. You know, I was just working away. While everyone was sleeping at night, I was grinding away on the London Underground, cleaning the tube. And, you know, it was this one particular day, I remember, so if any of you guys know Pimlico Station, I was just halfway between Pimlico Station and Victoria Station, which is two very famous stations in London. In my eyes, you know, I was just about to finish my shift. I had soot in my eyes. I was hot. I was tired. It was the same thing day in, day out. The same guys doing this. You know, I don't want to do this anymore. I want to do something. I think there's really better things out there for me. And it was at the same time, of course, I've been hearing about all this make money online stuff, and I actually got started with a quick Google search for different ways that I could possibly, you know, get out of the rat race. And I actually just Googled on the internet, you know, make money online. And I mean, I came across a site like this, and you know, a whole lot of listings and advertisements and stuff like this. And we'll talk about this in a second. I mean, stop me if this sounds familiar, but I think many people were in this situation. But this is the moment that really switched for me, because I sort of discovered the system when I was playing around with a few different things, and I tried, you know, all sorts of different things. And I mean, the first thing I tried was pay-per-click, and we all know how hard it is to make money. For those of you who are on this webinar, when you've got to pay $2, say for instance, for these advertisements, you've got sponsored ads on the top and sponsored ads down the right-hand side. We know how when you've got to pay $2 for every visitor that you get to your website. Do you know how hard it is to generate a profit? If you're paying $2 a visitor that you send to your websites, so for most markets, that and that is competitive, especially the markets that we're going to be talking about on ClickBank. It's basically impossible. We'll actually look at some products later on, because with the method that I'm going to be sharing with you tonight, competition does not matter. Okay, this something is really, really unique. Anyway, back to the turning point for me. So I tried pay-per-click, it didn't work. I tried search engine optimization, and quite frankly, between you and me, my websites didn't get past page 5 on Google. And I worked on these websites for weeks. I built backlinks. I wrote articles. I did social bookmarking. I was even on Yahoo ads. To name the stuff that I did, we would be here all night. Okay. I tried all that, and it really wasn't working. And I tried a whole bunch of other stuff as well, Twitter and some other things. But the final thing, the final thing that made me money, and this was listen up, guys. This is important. The final thing that made me money this was the real turning point for me. It was a little website called Facebook, and Facebook was just taking off at the time. And it's still taking off now. The amount of people joining Facebook every day is unbelievable. Facebook gets 7 times more page views than Google. If Facebook were a country, I think you've heard some of these stats, but if Facebook were a country, it'd literally be the 3rd biggest country in the world, right behind India and China. Facebook's just got under 1 billion users using it every day now. It has the average user spends over half an hour on Facebook now every day. It is the biggest website on the planet with just under 1 billion people. Do you know what you can do with 1 billion people? And it's still growing right now. And so, just to demonstrate, the power of how big Facebook is, let's just go to one of my favorite tools. Can you all see my screen clearly, guys? I'm just reading some of the comments. Kelly is saying it's actually got 3.5 billion. I think that's a bit too much. There's only 7 people on the planet, but 1 in 7 people on the planet have a Facebook account, which is quite amazing. That's really amazing. Okay, yes, yeah, I've got a blank screen at the moment. Okay, but I'm just going to go over here, and I'm going to go to Google Trends. Have you guys heard of what Google Trends is? Listen up, guys, because I'm going to be teaching a lot on this webinar, so really do up. Okay, Google Trends is just a way to track different trends online. So obviously Facebook has been a very big trend, one of the biggest trends that's ever hit human civilization. Facebook's got the biggest database on the planet ever created. So Facebook, I think it was Glenn just said Facebook's got 850 million people. So it's just under 1 billion people. So it's a lot of people, okay? Some people are saying that they can't hear the sound. Guys, there's a lot of people on this webinar. We've pretty much maxed out on this webinar. So if you can't hear me, it's just because of the technology that we're dealing with these days. And you're just going to have to bear with me and try and get as much training as you possibly can. Okay, so if we just do a quick Google search, Google Trend search between, say, let's compare Facebook and, say, YouTube. Facebook and YouTube. So we can see here, we could actually just zoom in a bit. You can see here that YouTube and Facebook have both been around at the same time. YouTube's the red one here, and it's just ever since 2007, 2006, it's been on a steady growth curve. But check out Facebook. Ever since 2007, 2006, it's just taken this huge growth curve up. It's like twice the size of YouTube, the way it's taken up, and it's still growing now. Okay, it's a big deal. Another website is Twitter. Twitter's this one's just to demonstrate how big of a mammoth Facebook really is. Facebook's been around since 2007, 2006. Twitter's been around since 2009. Twitter's just a tiny blimp on the radar screen compared to Facebook's, ginormous, big blue line here. So it's kind of a big deal. This thing. And another one. Google, for instance, is a big website. Let's compare Facebook and Google. So look at that. Google is the red one here on the graph. You can see it's just been on a steady growth, just a very gradual curve. But check out Facebook. Facebook is a mammoth compared to Google as well. We all hear about Google. We all know what Google is. So, I mean, this is just to show you the size comparison. So anyway, so I was on Facebook and I actually came across this guy who was actually making money on Facebook. And it was kind of a sales page or something. And I went ahead and bought his book. And it kind of taught me this way of making money, and I tweaked it a bit and figured it out myself. So one day, finally, cut a long story short, I made my first dollar online. And I basically, all I was doing was just on Facebook and driving traffic to affiliate offers, okay? I was doing it manually, but the problem was with Facebook, though, the way I was doing it was actually taking a very long time to do every day. I mean, don't get me wrong, I was seeing good results. But after a while, I decided I really needed to upscale things. And by the way, guys, the great thing about Facebook, I think you'll find this is the most amazing thing about Facebook. If I do a quick Google search for weight loss, which I just did before, I'll just do another Google search for weight loss. So weight loss is a big niche. There's a lot of people in weight loss. So if you wanted to start profiting from this niche, if you want to promote a ClickBank product, for instance, and you need to put an ad in here on the right hand side, then you've got to be paying about $5 for every click right here on the right hand side, okay? And you're going to be spending years, definitely months, trying to get to the top if you do search engine optimization to get ranked here. Okay, so that's search engine optimization is trying to get up to the top of Google, and yeah, you'll do very well, and that people, you'll do well if you get up here, but it is going to take a while. But this is the bigger realization that I think all these people that are looking to buy these products, these weight loss products, whatever product you're looking to sell from ClickBank, all the traffic you're ever going to need, all these people are on Facebook as well now, okay? All the English-speaking countries, okay? All the traffic you're ever going to need. This was the amazing realization to me, and what led to me creating some pretty powerful software. And I realized that there was so much free traffic here on Facebook. I'll just cross over. That's my Facebook profile here, by the way, guys. This is me about a month ago in the Great Barrier Reef, and we caught a shark. Here's me in New Zealand. Here's me learning how to fly in Miami about 6 months ago. I mean, this is just a demonstration of the amazing lifestyle that you can live due to the power of the internet. But everyone pretty much in the US, the UK, Australia, which are all the main countries you're probably going to be marketing to, all the English-speaking countries, everybody has a Facebook account these days, okay? All these people you're looking to sell these weight loss products to are all on Facebook as well, okay? So the only difference is when they're on Facebook, there isn't any competition, okay? They're totally receptive to your offers. If you're interested in weight loss and you suddenly receive an email that says something like, hey, check this weight loss product out, do you think people will buy? And trust me, if you've just opted in on Facebook that you like weight loss or you're trying to lose weight, trust me, they do buy, okay? It's incredible. And you don't even have to have good copywriting or anything. It's just a simple, hey, do you want to buy, do you want to get this product or check out this website? Because they're targeted people. You find the most targeted people on Facebook. I've never seen such a most targeting tool on the planet. I mean, it's really incredible. And I'm going to be showing you just in a minute, but I'm getting a little bit carried away here. I mean, just literally in a minute, I'm going to show you how we can find thousands of people, all the people you're ever going to need to, build a list. I mean, I'm going to show you how to build a list of 1,000 people in under 60 seconds. Okay, but anyway, back to the turning point for me. So I was working around. I was working on Facebook, and I was doing pretty well. I mean, I was making about $2,000 a month manually marketing on Facebook, and I was actually an engineer. I went to university, and I was saying to myself, I'm just working too much. I was making good money from Facebook, and I'd actually quit my job by now. And I was working at it for a few months, and I realized all I'd done is I just replaced my job working in the London Underground with a job working on Facebook. And I was working, if not more hours, okay? And this is something I think a lot of people are guilty of. A job with hours in front of the computer, a job with writing articles, or, in my case, it was a job, working on Facebook. But I was an engineer, okay? And I thought to myself, what's a great way where I can really cut down my work, okay? That's the ultimate thing here. We just really want to automate whatever we do. So I spent a few good months on it, and I knuckled down, and I hired a whole bunch of programmers. In fact, that's actually me there with my programmers in India. And in fact, I practically didn't leave my room for about 2 months. And I eventually came out with what I'm now calling Traffic King. And it is the king of all tools, okay? It automates everything I do, okay? You know, you could not have a team of 20 programmers doing what this software does. It's that incredible. It gives me all the traffic I'm ever going to need. But rather than talking about it, I think what we'll do is I'll just jump right in and show you. Would you like me to jump right in and show you some pretty amazing traffic generation? Okay, there's a flood of yeses. Okay, guys. Well, what I'm going to do now, before I do this, I want you to know that this is pretty much the only interface I use, okay? And I'll mention that again. This is pretty amazing stuff. Okay, so here's how it works. So what I'm about to show you, before I open up, this is pretty much the only interface I use to make money these days. So just bear that in mind, okay? So what we're going to do, so I'm just going to go ahead and load up Traffic King. And you can see there's a nice little loading screen. We're actually up to version 2.0.0 now. Okay, and so we've loaded. This is the only interface I use to make money now. I mean, it's pretty amazing that I've boiled, you know, making money, I mean, down to just one interface now. You know, making money in this day and age can be so much simpler. You know, it's not complicated anymore, okay? And by the way, guys, you probably realize that you know, this is really incredible software, but this is not, you know, one of those presentations where I'm going to be showing you fancy pictures or PowerPoint presentation. This is just the real deal software that makes me a lot of money, and you know, Charlie's, you know, twists my arm, wants me to share it. So you know, pay attention, okay? Because what I'm going to be showing you right now is going to go really quick, okay? I mean, I told you, you know, make like $60,000 in under 30 minutes a day, okay? And it really is a big deal, okay? So listen up and pay attention. This is just a real deal software that makes a lot of money. So listen up, okay? So now what you're looking at here is everything I need. I don't use anything else, okay? I'm not logging into Google. I'm not having to visit thousands of sites for backlinking. The only thing I do, okay, the only thing I do is I go to ClickBank to find products to promote, and that's about it. So when I want to make money, I go to ClickBank to find products, to check my commissions, and then I use this interface to make money, okay? It's pretty incredible that I've managed to boil everything down to this one interface, okay, to make, you know, 60,000 plus a month, some months even more, okay? So I don't even have to build websites. There's this huge myth out there that you need to have a website to make money, that you need to, you know, have a website to sell something. You know, I don't even build websites, okay? Making money in this day and age can be so much simpler, okay? All you need is two things. You need to have traffic, and that's where Traffic King comes in, and you need to have somewhere, an affiliate website to send that traffic to. So that's where ClickBank comes in. So now with ClickBank.com, hopefully most of you are familiar with ClickBank. Do you guys know what ClickBank is? Okay, so most of you are familiar, some of you aren't. Okay, so, well, ClickBank's practically, you know, it's where you can promote products in practically any market and make a commission when that product is sold, okay? So let's say you sold a product. Let's say we'll pick a product in a second, and we'll go ahead and promote it. And later on, I'll pick a product, and I'll use the software to promote it as well. So, you know, say we, for instance, if we just cross over to ClickBank, I'll just start up a new tab. And later on, I'll log into some, you know, live accounts and show you some real ClickBank money as well. But first, let's just click over to the marketplace. So, in order to find a niche that works on, you know, works to make money with, the best way is to actually go to these categories. If you click on marketplace and go to these categories on the right, left-hand side, ClickBank is not going to put up a category unless unless it makes money. Okay, so these are the niches that sell online. Okay. So, you know, any of these products, so for instance, an education product or a games product, this flight simulator games product, and say we were promoting this flight simulator product, you know, basically, you know, you're not going to make money unless the product is actually sold. So in order to make the money, you send as much traffic as you possibly can to it. So I mean, you can go through and pick any of these products. You know, this one you will earn $56 per sale. This one, another flight simulator product, you earn $23 per sale. Another one you earn $16 per sale. Another one you earn $35 per sale. This is actually one of the niches I'm in. I'm also in the ad building niche, and I'm in. I won't mention, I'm in about 15 different niches. But anyway, when I'm picking a product, it's my philosophy to always promote products that you enjoy and that also help other people enjoy the same thing, okay? So there's this big myth out here that you need a website, but you don't. You see, let's say if we drove traffic, let's click on a product and say self-help, one of my favorite niches. And for instance, let's make this. We've got self-help, we've got dating guides, eating disorders, general, marriage relationships, motivational, transformational, stress management, success, time management. Let's say we click on success, one of my favorite niches. So I'll just check, you can all see my screen, is it loading clearly? I've got a lot of comments in here saying, go straight to how your software works. I will get to that, David, don't worry, I'm getting to it. I just, we'll pick a product and we'll go ahead and promote it live, okay? So we've got the success product here, okay? So say, for instance, quantum success secrets, high conversions, earnings per click. Say, for instance, you promote that. You get $38 per sale, $38.56. So you're getting 60% of the actual sale price. So in this case, it makes a lot more sense to actually be the affiliate, because you don't have to manage customers. You just send the sale, send the traffic, and that's it, and you make more money than the actual product owner. Okay, so it makes a lot of sense to be the affiliate. In this one, you get $25 per sale. You get 68% of the sale. So it makes, again, a lot more sense to be the affiliate. So to actually be the affiliate. So you know, and especially when for all the traffic you're ever going to need, this is, you know, one of the best things, most amazing thing about it. So the only reason, or the only myth that so this kind of dispels the myth that you need a website. The only reason that you need a website or something is it needs to be ranked in the search engine optimization. But you know, I want you guys, all you need to do pay-per-click traffic to it. But I want you guys to realize that, you know, with the method that I'm about to show you here, and pay attention, you know, with the method I'm about to show you here, having a website does not matter, okay? Because the way I'm about to drive traffic with this software, all you do is you just direct link with your affiliate link, and that's the most incredible thing. It really is just a push of the button, okay? So talking about the software quickly, okay? This is way better than any of those site builders out there, you know, that's just builds your sites, you know, builds you any site. Like I've said, you know, you don't need a website to make money, okay? You know, it's the traffic that counts, okay? Websites that build, those website builders out there, in my experience, don't get much traffic, okay? Traffic is the key, okay? Traffic equals money. The more traffic you send, the more money you're going to make, okay? So when I say you don't need a website, you really don't need a website, okay? When I say this is literally all you need, this is all you need. All I do right here is on this interface right here with Traffic King, okay? So I know everyone's trying to get me to go onto the software. So we're back onto the software. So everything I'm going to show you, everything I use to make money is right here on this interface. So I'm just going to change the window size a little bit so you can see it. And I'll be explaining, you know, the features in a second. But first, before we start, let's pick a product, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and, you know, demonstrate the software live on the internet. So let's pick a product. So obviously you need to have something to promote. So now you can promote the same thing over and over again, or you don't need to too often. You can promote new things each day. I like to promote a new product each day, and then, you know, it rotates between that. So that's the beauty of having all the traffic you're ever going to need, because you can literally just send it anywhere in the world, okay? So let's say you pick a success product. So let's cross back over to ClickBank and say we're going to pick Quantum Success Secrets, okay? So all we need to do is press promote. And okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a hot link, which is like a unique link for myself. Now just bear this in mind, okay? I'm going to close this window. After this, we're going to basically send people using the software, okay? The only time we ever go back to ClickBank is to check our commissions, okay? So all we need to do is put in our, you know, put in one of my affiliate IDs. So I'll put in one of those, and all we need to do is press create. Okay, so it's gone ahead and created a link for us. So we're going to right click and copy this. Now we don't need to go back to ClickBank or anything. We've got everything now. This is just so we're promoting this, and we're going to get 60% of sale, and we get $38.56 per sale. So we're going to cross back over to the software. Now listen and watch carefully, okay? Okay, so all you need to do So now that we're back into this, and after while I actually promote, I'm actually going to log into some ClickBank accounts and show you some real money that's been coming in over the last hour as well. So it's not going to take long. This is very simple, and this is how powerful the software is. And it's what takes me hours, what used to take me hours, weeks, months, if not years of work to get all the traffic, all boils down to a simple 3-step process. So you can see here, find people, add people, and send traffic. And there's 6 different ways to send traffic, okay? So honestly, I've never seen anything else like it in the world, okay? So I'm really keen to give you guys some value. But here's just a few of the things I want to point out about this actual interface, okay? So don't really, you don't need to worry about any of these advanced features and stuff, okay? You don't need to use those. I rarely use them anyway. I just wanted to mention that. I don't, I'm not a tech master. I don't know how to be an encoder or anything. So you don't need to be to use this as software. That's why it's very simple. A 3-step process up the top. It's very simple, and I'll explain the concepts in a second. So basically, you have a Facebook account, and all you need is a free Facebook account. And what we're going to do is 3 steps, or you can literally do 2 steps for this webinar. Today we'll just do 2. And we're going to go and find people that are interested in our niche. So instead of building a website and trying to attract people that are interested in what we're selling or interested in our success product, we're going to go and find people and tell them to go to our website. So we're not going to wait for them. The old way of marketing is we wait for them to come to us. We're going to go to them. So we're just going to go to them with our offers because we know they're very targeted on Facebook. We don't even need to send millions of emails or anything like that, okay? This is way better than email marketing. We're just going to send 1 email, and the software is going to do the rest, okay? And it's going to go out and get everybody that's interested, okay? So I'm going to show you in just a sec how we're actually going to do this. We don't wait for anybody to come to us, okay? So let's find some people right now. So I think this is pretty incredible because I've got my Facebook account loaded in here, and you don't need to worry about too much stuff. You don't need to worry about the format. So all I need to do is I'm going to go ahead and say I'm going to find 1,000 people. So I'll just press the Find People button, and we put in our keywords. So success. And we choose where we're going to save this list of people. We'll call it success. Now, you don't need to worry about all the settings here or anything, okay? And I'm going to find 500 people, all on Facebook, all interested in success. So these are people that are either talking about success on Facebook right now, they've joined a group on success, they've clicked on an ad on success, they've joined a Facebook page about success. They've put on their profile that they like success. These are all really targeted people, or they're talking to other people who like success. These are all really targeted people about success. So I'm going to find 500. Actually, I'm going to go and find 1,000 people, okay? So I'm going to find 900 to 1,100 people, okay? So this is really amazing. For the people who are interested in list building or anything like this, this is probably the most amazing. I'm going to show you how this all happens in literally under 60 seconds, okay? So I'm going to find 1,000 people all interested in success, and we're going to go ahead and find their Facebook ID, which is a lot more valuable than an email address. So I'm going to go ahead and press OK. And the software is going to run in the background, okay? And just watch the console on the bottom right-hand corner. So by the way, guys, so you control the software with the top. What else is actually happening? You control the software with the top right-hand corner, and then the bottom right-hand corner tells you the progress. So we've got a progress bar that tells us what's actually happening, and then we've got a console which shows us exactly how many people it's found. So okay, right now it's found 85 people interested in success. Okay, that's pretty amazing. 85 people it's found now. And if I scroll over to the right here, you can see an ID. So this is their Facebook ID. So if someone said, hey, I've got 1,000 Facebook IDs or 1,000 email addresses, I would pay, $10,000 for those email Facebook IDs. In my opinion, a Facebook ID is a lot more valuable these days than an email address because people read their Facebook messages. And it's true, like you always read your Facebook messages, but you always skip emails. And look, it's found 345 people all interested in success. I mean, this is pretty amazing. I'm only just realizing the power of this software every single day. So for people who are interested in list building, I'm showing you how to build a list. This is the new way of building a list, guys, by the way. Facebook's taking over the world, and this is far more powerful than having a bunch of emails. So it's now found 437 people all interested in success. It's found 526 people all interested in success. And And you can do this for literally like 10,000, 20,000 people, or 30, 100,000 people, which is what I do it for. I do it on a much bigger scale. So it's found 611 people all interested in success. I mean, this is pretty amazing. I'm just reading some of the comments in here. They're pretty amazing. Someone's asking, what is a Facebook ID? A Facebook ID, Elaine, is just like an email address, except you use it to contact people on Facebook. So it's much more valuable than email address because people read their Facebook messages. So it's now found 696 people, 781 people all on Facebook. This is really awesome. Like, I mean, this is cool, okay? For those of you who like list building, this is cool, okay? So, I mean, it's still going. So I'm just going to let that run. It's now found 863 people all interested in success. 863 people still, sorry. And you can see now it's found 948 people all interested in success. So we're going to go ahead and promote our product to them in just a second, okay? And this is probably the most powerful list building software on the planet, I think. So now found 1,030 people all interested in success, and it's finished, okay? So you can go ahead and do that for 10,000 people, and it's gone ahead and saved it in a little text document called success. So it's basically like having a whole lot of email addresses, except we contact them on Facebook instead of via an email account. Okay, so now it's actually gone ahead and done that, and the progress bar is finished. So now we'll skip step 2, but we'll do that. There's 6 different ways to generate traffic. There's message targeted friends, there's message online friends, there's like wall updates, there's post wall updates, comment wall updates, share wall updates. What we're going to do for this demonstration is we're going to go ahead and message targeted friends. It's one of the most powerful methods. In fact, the most powerful method I think is post wall updates. But we'll use message targeted friends for now. So what we need to do now. So watch up. This is. I just got a comment here by Luke. This is freaking awesome. Thank you, Luke. Okay, so all you need to do is press message targeted friends, and now it comes up with a little console that asks you who do you want to message. So we want to go ahead, and we've just made a list. If we click on browse, we click browse, and we choose our success text file, which has all the actual people in there. I'll just go ahead and show you what the account's actually gone ahead and done. If we just go over to the desktop, email addresses, it's made a list of Facebook IDs. I mean, this is like the new email address. So you can see all these IDs here. It's gone and made 1,000 of them, or over 1,000 of them right here. So now we're literally just going to send them a message in the software, and the software takes care of the rest. I mean, it's pretty amazing that I've managed to boil this all down to this one method right here. Okay, so we just choose that list in the software like so, and it says send out random number between 1 and 200, and we'll go ahead and use all accounts, and we'll go ahead and use 230. You don't need to worry about any of this right now. I mean, it's pretty simple. I'm just going to go ahead and change this to a little bit slower. And all we need to do is start it now. And you can run automated tasks that start a week from now, or you can make it repeat every 24 hours. That's what I like to do. I like to have the software running and just repeat it every 24 hours. And as much while you're going away. I mean, it's pretty amazing. So we've got a list of 1,000 people. And then all we need to do is put in, say, hey, first name, happy, glad, nice to meet you. Notice that you're interested in success on Facebook. You can say, so am I. And then comma, you should check out this success product. And all we need to do is just paste in our affiliate link, like so. And we go ahead and let that run. So we can let that run in the background, and it's going to go, over the next hour. Go ahead and actually contact all those people. And instead of waiting for, like a website waiting to contact people, we're going to go out and contact them. So it's pretty amazing that I've actually boiled it down like this. So while it's actually doing that, the money that's been coming in over the last, over the last day or last 2 days. Okay, so it's messaged Patrick. It's messaged. There's 3 people right now. Patrick, hi. It says notice you're interested in success on Facebook. You should check out this product, like so. check out this product, and it sends the ID, okay? So it's messaged 3 people. And it's just going to go ahead and do that over and over and over again, guys. So while it's actually doing that, I'm going to go ahead and answer some questions because I know a lot of people are very excited at the moment. So I'll just pull up the questions box. And you can see the progress bar is going ahead and running through that. Okay. So questions, okay. So there's a lot of questions, guys, so I'll try and get to as many as possible, okay? So, okay, S says, so is there a period of time needed to build up a huge list in order to make markets in them? Is that correct? S, if I was to have to use this software all over again, brand new, it would probably, to get me up to about $60,000 a month, it's probably going to take me about, probably be about 4 to 5 weeks to do it again, okay? So, you know, I've built up I've slowly built up lists over time, and, you know, I've studied different markets. So, yeah, so it'll take about 4 to 5, 6 weeks to actually build up to $60,000 for me, okay? Next question. Dennis, all the money you are making is only from Traffic King. Yes, Dennis, this is all from Traffic King. Thomas, Tom, okay, so Mascot, how much is this cool software? I'll get to that in a second. Brendan's saying, if I'm brand new to this, a total newbie, how much money could I make? Okay, that's a good question, Brendan. Well, there's 2 Brendans in here. Well, okay, for instance, I'll log into another ClickBank account. I thought this is a good idea, actually. What I did is I started up a brand new ClickBank account in one new niche, and basically, I'll just pause this for a second. So it's gone ahead and messaged a lot of people now, so 10 people or something. And we're going to see sales come in over and over again. But I'll just stop that for a sec. But for someone who's brand new, what I did is I started a brand new account in a brand new niche. I have a different account for different niches. A brand new account in a brand new niche, and just to show you some real, what's typical for a brand new newbie, okay? So if we go to, let's log into another ClickBank account. So this is a brand new niche that I went into. If we just go to ClickBank. So this is a good question, Brendan. So for someone who's totally new, what sort of money can they expect? Well, this is what I started in a brand new account. So we'll log in. And we'll use this one. And okay, we'll just log in. Okay, so we can see here, this is just for just one niche that I'm using with the software right now. And this is this is sort of typical results. This is, I mean, it's not wow numbers or not amazing numbers or anything, but for a brand new newbie who's starting out, this is what you can expect. Okay, you know, it's not going to make you like, you know, $100,000 a month or something, but this is realistic. Okay, so Sunday $93, Saturday $53. Friday, I use the software a lot, $264. And this is a brand new niche that I've gone into. So it's not a niche that I know about or anything, okay? So Thursday, $64. I mean, this is quite, you know, normal money, something that you can supplement your income with. Tuesday, 17th, was $180. Monday was $77. Sunday was, you know, had a bit more time on Sunday, $260, and I'm just testing different products to promote, okay? Some products promote really well, some products don't. So some convert well, some don't convert well. Friday, $13. I mean, so Friday the 13th, which is kind of like Black Friday, but unlucky day, I made $0, okay? You know, some days you don't make money, okay? It's just the way it is. And then other days you have really good days, okay? So that's just to give you a typical idea, Brendan, of, you know, what it really takes, okay? So Mark says, this is amazing. Simply, Tom. Next question. Margaret, can you use this on Amazon? Yes, Margaret, you can use this to promote absolutely anything, okay? You know, you can use it to promote a lot of things. Luke says, that's sexy. Wayne says, how can we get a copy? Okay. Okay, well, guys, I just want you to know, so, I mean, I mean, this is just an incredible way of making money. And like I've said, I've tried so many different ways, and this is just how I like to make money. So you don't need a website or anything like that. This is just a very, very sexy system, and it's all about generating free traffic. Okay, and as you've seen, I don't do any keyword or SEO back SEO optimizing or anything like that. This is just very targeted traffic. It's all the traffic you're ever going to need, actually, which makes me realize that you don't need any other system. Okay. This is all This is all I literally do. The only money I ever made from Facebook was using Facebook initially, and the only money I ever made after that was just using this software on Facebook. So this is all the traffic. All the traffic you're ever going to need is on Facebook. Okay, it's the biggest database on the planet. So it's that incredible. So you can send traffic in any sort of different way. Okay, so someone's saying, is it available for the public? Terry's saying it's available for the public. Well, it's not available for the product. Okay, this isn't a product that you can just go out and buy. Okay, this isn't a product that's ever been launched to the public. This isn't a product. This is really this is not available anywhere on the internet. Okay, it's not something that I'm in the practice. I'm teaching people what I do. This is one of the first times I've ever demonstrated, and this is just because Charlie's a personal friend of mine, and he wrote to me and told me how incredible he thought my system was, and wanted to share it with his clients. So, like I said, I don't normally make it available, but I'm prepared to let a few people in. But it's not going to be the number that you're possibly hoping for. I'm sorry about that. Like I said, this really is my system. I don't want it getting into the hands of too many people. And there's things like customer support. When people get a copy, I also coach them for 6 weeks. There's personal coaching webinars. There's a support team. It all costs money, okay? And I answer a lot of emails myself, and I really coach people through this. I'm making new videos, new updates as well. People, by the way, get lifetime updates. We do an update pretty much very often, pretty much once a week we do an update, and we're generally making the software a lot faster and getting it faster and faster, and making it speed up, and we're adding more people and sending more traffic, and it's just getting more and more efficient, and always adding in cool features, which is a lot of these advanced features as well to get more traffic. And because of that message targeted friends feature that I mentioned just before, that's just one of 6 ways to generate traffic, okay? And you can literally use them all simultaneously in your campaigns, and that's when you're really going to start funneling some serious traffic, okay, and generating some serious traffic, some serious cash. But there's I want you to know that there is a lot of cost to me, okay? My program is in India, I've got programmers in China. It's my philosophy not to work too hard each day, which is why I generated this software in the first place. But that being said, it's been really cool, sharing this and the response that I've got from you guys that I've received. People writing in some great questions, and you guys seem like a really nice bunch of people, and some I'd actually like to help. So bearing in mind what I said, I think what I can do is set aside 15 copies, okay, or something like that. So bearing in mind, as a personal coaching, literally I'm going to be coaching you. You're not only going to get the software and training, but I'm going to be training. By the way, guys, the training's on the left-hand side, so you don't even need to go anywhere else for the training. The training is actually just on the left-hand side right here. So I've made it pretty much as easy as possible. I really have. I've made the software pretty much easy as possible. In here, I'm going to be showing you basically everything on the training: how to target people via groups, how to target people via fan pages, profiles, how to target people via industry, how to target people via ends. You just need to follow these videos on the left-hand side and then do them on the right-hand side. It's that easy, okay? And you can potentially, within seconds of getting the software, you could be earning, potentially 5 figures a month within, the first month of getting it, and perhaps, earn your first sale within, first hour of getting it. So the software's, it just goes ahead and message people's. So say if it's messaged, say 100 people, 100 people, probably about 50% will actually see the message. So that's 50 new visitors, probably about 2 or 3 will buy it. So that's about $100 profit right then. Or if it was a $38 product, it's about 38 and 38, it's about $76 profit right then. And that will go into my ClickBank account, as you saw before. So bearing in mind that the training and everything else, I think 15 is a fair number. So bearing that in mind, I'm also going to be, coaching you. I think 15, copies is very fair. Okay, so I've got a whole lot of people saying, "Come on, can you get more?" Well, honestly, I can't. Okay, I mean, the reason why is because my personal time's involved, and the reason why I jumped on the internet in the first place was to have to have the time freedom to do things I want to do as well. Like you saw, I like sailing. You saw, I mean, I like skydiving on my Facebook profile and stuff like that. So, but you know, you're going to get exactly, you know, the complete software, the complete system. This is a complete system for making a lot of money. And there's a lot of people using it as well. We've got a lot of success stories with the software, and a lot of people making some very good money. I just want to tell you a few success stories. I have a dentist in San Diego. He was actually using it. He was actually had a failing dental practice in San Diego, and he chose to carry on his business. He was going to close it down, but when he got his copy of Traffic King, he actually ended up you can do offline. He started doing local marketing, and he actually hired another 4 dentists, and his business has actually gone crazy. Plus, he does affiliate marketing with it, and all he does is he promotes free whitening sort of sessions to local people in San Diego. So that's just one, and we've got other people who are doing, you know, exactly what I just showed you. I think the top story is Tom Shepard in Idaho in the United States. He's making over $10,000 a month. Actually, I remember last month he made, or the month before that, he made $7,400 or something like that. But he's pushed the $10,000 a month barrier. He's got very creative with the software, actually. And it's incredible to see, because these are real students of mine that I've personally helped, and I've personally communicated with them on webinars and training courses, and even on the telephone. So, I mean, by the way, you get a 6-week webinar course. So the webinar course is, by the way, you know, when I'm going to show you exactly how to use the software, answer your questions live, and also show you brand new things coming in. There's always brand new tricks that I'm learning and things like that. So I'm going to be showing you all of them. You get 6 weeks of coaching. But the webinars last forever, okay? As long as I'll be using the software, that's a lifetime. So when you're coming on board with me, it's a lifetime thing. So you pretty much forever, for a lifetime, you can join me in these webinars every week, and with me and, you know, with other members, and actually get together and talk about stuff. And the way you register for a webinar, by the way, guys, I don't send out emails. I barely ever use emails. Is you just go to step 1, log into the software, and register for the next live training webinar, okay? And that's how we do it. In fact, just follow the steps there. And plus, you know, we've got live support, okay? So you've got an issue with the software. I have a support desk that all my technical staff, they're on board. So you got like a technical problem, they'll actually go as far as like take control of your computer and show you what to do. So something, you know, if something's not working, you know, they'll make sure that it's actually working for you straight up and going again. So like I said, there's no further cost. This is it. This is absolutely everything you need. You don't even need a website. You don't even need a domain name these days, okay? This is all you need. Oh yeah, and you get lifetime updates. So, you know, by the way, we're updating fairly often, you know, improving things, and like I said, making it a lot faster. So you're going to get access to all those plus more, plus all the training here. You're literally going to get a complete system for making money online that does, you know, 90% of the work for you, okay? So I really do work, you know, half an hour a day. So bearing in mind it's not available online at the moment, what I've done is I've made a special link where you can go ahead and get the software right now. And you're not going to see any fancy sales page or anything like that. I wouldn't even know how to write a sales page. You don't have, you know, I don't even have a sales page. I wouldn't even know how to write one. This is really just what I do every day, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flash a link up on the screen in a second, and I'm going to release 15 copies. So be ready to move fast, because there's a lot of people on this webinar. Charlie's actually put a lot of people on. And be ready to move fast. So I'll do that. But actually, I've got one actual special bonus that I'm going to do today. And so I'm going to be giving away 15 copies. But for the first 3 people that get in, I'm going to personally phone you up. And I'm going to, and literally straight after this, after this webinar, once you come in, I'm going to personally phone you up, and we're going to go through, once you download the software, I'm going to go through a personal marketing plan with you. And we're going to go through and choose a niche that I know is profitable, and so that you guys can, so this is only for the first 3 people, okay? Because I only want to work with people that are serious about, you know, making money, okay? Serious decision makers, you know, it's just easier to work with them. They know what to do. They take the coaching and they storm through and do it. So for the first 3 people that actually get this software, I'm going to phone them up within the next 2 hours. And actually, we're going to go through a personal marketing strategy. So be ready to move fast, because I think, you know, this is going to go, you know, these copies are going to go within the next 10 minutes, okay? So what I'm going to do, so I'm going to put the address up on the screen, and the first 3 people I'm going to call up straight away, and we're going to work out an individualized marketing team. So that's the link there. download-softwarenow.com. So that's download-software-now.com. I'll just make it a little bit bigger. And just make sure you put in my phone number, because the first 3 people that I call up, first 3 people that get this software, I'm going to work out an individual marketing plan, and I'm going to go through and we're going to talk about, I'm basically going to choose a niche for you and tell you what to market in, pretty much. Not unless you've